Welcome everyone to today's Dauntless tip video. In this video, I am going to be giving an overview of the axes and how they work. If you haven't already tried out Dauntless, you can play for free at playdauntless.com. Axes are the first weapon you have to unlock in Dauntless by leveling up your weaponsmith level. Axes are heavy weapons that hit hard, and the primary damage style of axes is slash damage, meaning they will work well for chopping off behemoth parts and dealing extra damage to wounded parts. As with the other weapons, progressing through the game will give access to new axe variations that also have an elemental damage effect as well. Axes have a similar fighting style to hammers, but with some differences. Where hammers have physical and elemental attacks, axes have only physical attacks consisting of vertical and horizontal strikes. The current in-game descriptions state that vertical strikes require you to be stationary and the horizontal strikes can be charged while moving. This is not entirely correct. Most of the axe strikes will actually keep you stationary as you charge and swing. The first vertical strike will normally require you to be stationary. However, this strike can also be performed while jumping. This allows for you to run at the behemoth, jump, and then follow through with a good downward strike. You will not be able to charge the attack, but it will give you some added mobility. Also, the first horizontal strike is the one attack that lets you charge while moving. After that strike occurs, the following attacks will keep you stationary while you charge. As with the other weapons, axes have a unique special meter. In this case, the special meter is a simple bar that you fill to completion before using. You do not have stacks or pieces of a bar like with other weapons. Once you have charged the bar to full, you can use the Great Axe Special to perform an overhead slam attack that will grant you a damage buff on hit. Please note this is a charged attack, so plan accordingly. The buff will last for a long time, and you will immediately see the special meter having a purplish color that slowly drains as the buff runs out. If you manage to charge up fully again and land another Great Axe Special attack, you will reset the countdown and add another stack to the buff. At this time, the buff can be stacked up to 3 times, with each stack increasing your damage. Do note, if you swing and miss with the Great Axe Special, you will lose half of the special meter rather than the full meter. Now let's discuss attack combos. Axes are, in my opinion, the easiest weapon in the game in terms of attack combos. There are only 2 combos for axes, and the first 2 attack strikes of each sequence can be interchanged. So you can start with a horizontal strike, followed by a vertical strike for example, and then still do either combo afterwards depending on the following attacks. The first combo, Vertical Ripper, starts with a charged attack followed by a quick attack. Then you continue with a charged vertical strike, a quick vertical strike, and then repeating vertical strikes. The charged attacks and repeating strikes at the end will drain your stamina, but not the other 2 short attacks. The second combo is Horizontal Edge. Again, the first 2 strikes are interchangeable, so you simply need to start with a charged attack followed by a quick attack. From there, you perform a charged horizontal attack followed by a quick horizontal attack. And as with the first combo, the charged attacks will consume stamina. So let's talk tactics. If you like hammers during your early playtime in the game, you will probably like axes once you can unlock them. With their slower attack speed and the focus on charged attacks, you really have to pay attention to timing. Now, you technically do not have to charge your attacks to do the combos. You can still use quick attacks just following the same sequence, allowing you to get in some quick damage before escaping from an attack. Charged attacks, however, are powerful and will be extremely useful for chopping off behemoth parts and causing staggers. I have typically seen axe wielders being able to chain breaks and staggers once the first one occurs by focusing on the charged attacks. There is one last little element I want to point out, and that is also with the first horizontal attack. While all other charged attacks have a defined ending point where the attack occurs automatically, the first horizontal strike is different. Not only can you move around while charging, but you can also continue charging until you release the button or run out of stamina. This means that you can use the mobility of being able to walk around while charging, plus a longer charging time to get in better range of the behemoth before you release the attack. So if an ally causes a knockdown and you have high enough stamina, you can fully charge up the attack as you walk up to the downed behemoth. Well, that is it for today's Dauntless tip video. If you enjoyed the video, if you got something out of it, be sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.